LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning with industry-leading on-track experience, superior engineering, and the World Championships to prove it. LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants, trusted by champions across the world. From engine oils, transmission fluid, and gear oils, LAT has your race car covered from bumper to bumper. Visit LATRacingOils.com to find a dealer near you.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody here to SimTraX Broadcasting. Beautiful view here of Michigan International Speedway. Excellent race we're going to be lining up for you guys here tonight as this 2-mile track gets a little bit of work in here. Qualifying has completed, and we'll show you guys that obviously from the starting lineup here. Right now, I've got fans getting into their seats, drivers getting in and out of their truck here as they get ready for their drivers' meeting. A couple penalties will be divvied out to begin this race. I believe an end-of-line penalty will be given to Jonathan Platt. Adam Tahan will be starting from I believe from the pits. So we got a lot of guys shuffling up out here and penalties that will be given out. So that's going to really mess a few of these guys up, especially on their times that they're going to be excited to see. Once again, thank you guys for joining us here at SimTraX Broadcasting. This is us bringing you the Bandit Racing League here in Michigan. So I would say this is going to be a pretty dicey race here tonight. I would expect to see a bit of single file racing, although with a draft heavy track, we should have plenty of pack racing out there. Expect the GFR team and the 937 team to be working very close together with their own teammates, not against the other team is what they're going to be doing more of out there. All right, I see Rob and Alan are already joining us out there. Jay was first on the list to join us as well as we get ready for the Joka Creations 100 here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a peek here at what this race is going to consist of, and that's, of course, when we'll go ahead and try to bring Stella in here, which, Stella, talk to me a little bit about Michigan here and what exactly we should be looking forward to.
Well, Michigan, nice old track. Started out in October of 1968. First NASCAR race in June of '69. That was that one where Cale Yarborough and then the other Yarborough were neck and neck all the way down. But let's take a look. Tonight we are looking at a 2-mile course. And it is banked. It is banked a nice, healthy 18 degrees on your corners, 12 in the front, 5 in the back. So I predict some fast racing.
Yep, and it's going to be pretty troublesome out there for some of the guys who have not had plenty of time to practice. I did notice a couple of different lines have been run up there. Benjamin Lacey had tried very hard on the top line. That'll be definitely great for tire savings out there. But there won't be too many marbles up toward the high side. But a driver like Victor Weaver, we saw kind of diving down toward the bottom during our warm-up out there. He will be much faster than Benjamin Lacey, but for a short amount of time. We've seen drivers like Mark Allen Bivens give that same line a go and try to see how he can fare out there, and that just doesn't seem to stick for as long as as I think even they would even hope, and try to see how all that would unfold. So Stella, we are getting ready here in just a moment, trying to see if we can fight a little bit of a technical issue here, as I try to see if we can mash this all together. A little bit of a hiccup, but really, look at the size of this track, though. That front stretch really gets a lot of guys excited there as they drop down toward the bottom right about that white line and try to almost cut this track in half here.
Yee. I don't know about getting on that apron. Is that safe at this track?
It could be. I mean, I would say it would be excellent at a track like this if it were possible to hold on. Not through the turns, but on that front stretch, I would say yes. It's definitely something that can be used to their advantage out there.
Okay, that'll be interesting to see.
Popped up here. Come on, you.
Yeah, speaking of Weaver, Rebecca Weaver's already out there also, as well as Hambone tonight. So welcome aboard.
Excellent. All right, Joka Creations 100. This will be race number 8 here with 100 lap race. 2 stages will be at 30, and lap number 60 is when we'll break apart here. 70% fuel limit, 2 tires down in the pit. That's 2 sets of tires, that is. Dalton Kilroy will be doing his best as race control. You hear Stella already as our commentator. I'll be your producer here tonight. Already fixing bugs as we go. Fixed setup league and 1 fast repair. But Stella, one thing I like to highlight here is that track temperature of 105 degrees out there tonight. I think it will be pretty much hovering around that area. Is really good for tires, excellent for tires. 78 degrees, great for engine power. So we'll see if drivers like Jonathan Platt or Scott Sanderson would be another name in the 93 Chevrolet. See if he can come back out there and try his best to see if he can get another top 5 finish like he did last week.
Yeah, that would be nice. We gathered a couple new fans out there in the chat last week, Mr. Garrett Bobo did. Speaking of which, we've got Joseph McDonald out here rooting on Dylan McDonald. Says hi from Michelle, Dad, and AJ. A lot of Joka Creations, actually. Joka Graphics is out in the chat also this evening. Hopefully driving too. Is he here tonight for driving?
Yes, he should.
Number 99? Oh, all right. No texting and driving. Say hi and talk to you later.
Yep, Josh Billiter will be ready to go here. His Chevrolet doing pretty strong here. If I'm not mistaken, he was out there very high in the qualifications, but just couldn't knock down another fast time out there for his second run. As we take a look here, Ty Carino already sitting down there in pit road. Now, Ty has been in quite a bit of trouble here lately for the past couple of weeks. But Stella, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I reviewed over something about this guy and his penalties out there. His incident points, I believe, were actually rather low last week.
Well, we do have some clean drivers from last week, but he would not be on that list, to be honest. Nicole Krazel had 0. Bill Harkins had 1. Eddie Hagee, Connor Gibson, and Trey Ellis had 2 each.
Trey Ellis. Okay, Trey Ellis, not
Yep.
Ty Carino. Okay, I remember it was a T with a small one, so it's gonna be
Well, for me, add Tahan to that, and I get them all going.
Yeah. As we see a couple drivers thinking about sneaking out of pit here. I think Scott Sanderson's going to be the first one to fire up and get here toward the end, but he's going to be halted there. I would say somebody, public enemy number 1, Jason Allegrini out there in the 14 Ford. He's going to be out there ready to go here. I'm sure the M&M's machine, the number 18, will be excited to see him return back out here. But right now, I guarantee you, Jason Allegrini is probably going to try to be on his best behavior. This is not quite a track you want to end up going a lap down. It's just about impossible unless you end up with a caution getting back out there and having any sort of competitiveness out there, especially with your team. This needs to be a good team points night for these guys to gain and shoot their way up to the front. So we're going to see how this goes. Garrett Bobo out there will be starting in the 5th position. You leaked. All right, Michael Rakes, we'll see if he can do out there pretty well. Now, you already see as we tune in here to the 47, getting a little bit loose, just getting onto the track. So I think that would be a big question mark that we're going to see out here tonight. And you even see, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the billeter and Joka Graphics out there is saying it's the same thing. It's going to be super loose. And I guarantee you, in these trucks, boy, loose is not what you want. But loose is going to be fast, and we're going to see how that is going to play out. Michael Rakes kind of reeling in the 38 here. You do see what I was talking about that draft-heavy style. Low side will have the speed, but the 38 will have the tire conservation. Stella, 30 laps between these race stints here. You think these guys can push it and conserve in the final set, or are these guys just going to hammer down and see if it'll stick?
I think if you're saying it's so hard to get back on lead lap and whatnot, then personally I would take my tires during the first 2 and just take a splash and go after that to get to the end.
Yeah, I would expect to see guys probably not take anything in stage 1. Whoop. Michael Rakes loses it a little bit there as we get ready to go. Barney going ahead and signifying here that it is time to grid up. So I'm excited to see this. Guys, I am blown away. Excellent job. Appreciate you guys all showing up here tonight, getting ready to go for this race as we get a nice little look at a pit crew member. So we see down there in pit road. As you see currently, Michael Rakes getting there onto the track. Great starting position for him, though. So this is going to be really an excellent start for these fellas as they get ready to get onto the track. Stella, they are definitely taking their sweet time getting out there.
It does seem so. Most everybody is still sitting in the pits. We have some that have not gotten back in their cars, and not quite sure about why they're doing that. But yeah, Adam Tahan, Josh Billeter, Sean Britt. Hey, welcome back, Sean Britt. Haven't seen you since Daytona. They are slowly making their way in there. Maybe they had to remember to zip up or something. We'll see. Another person out here, Viet Guy, is rooting on Kevin. I'm going to assume that's number 8, Kevin Foster. So we've got another Foster fever.
Yeah, fortunately, Kevin Foster, this time you won't have to find a magnifying glass to find him out there, as he'll be starting here closer to the front, which I'm sure he's super excited about. So let's take a look at the Joka Creations starting lineup here for tonight. Wait for it. Yeah, there we go. Benjamin Lacey and Josh Adams in row number 1. Dylan McDonald will be starting 3rd. Michael Rakes, excellent start here, 4th spot. Garrett Bobo in the inside of row number 3. He'll be starting the inside of Kevin Foster. Got a lot of fans out here rooting him on. We'll see how he can join up with the rest of his GFR team, as he'll have one starting caddy corner to him here of Nick Nickerson. Adam Tahan starts on the outside of row number 4, moving on to Scott Sanderson. Great top 3 spot last week. He's looking to duplicate that again here tonight with Connor Gibson to his outside. Jonathan Platt sits 11th, and Peter Murphy. Well, Peter Murphy, we haven't seen him too much here this season. Glad to see him join up and get ready to go. Victor Weaver, excellent start here, 13th position. I'm sure he would have liked to have a top 10 start, but he'll be next to one of our cleanest drivers of Bill Harkins. Davis Carroll sits 15th. Jackson Duke is 16th. Josh Billiter, well, that's a 17th place start. Going to be pretty rough, but Sean Britt, I'm sure will help him out and push him to the front. Action Jackson will be 19th. Trey Ellis is 20th. Matt Crockett 21st. Nicole Krazel still leading the least amount of incidents, 22nd. Moving on, Logan Murray, Ty Carino, and for the last of our field, Ryan Perone, it looks like Adam Tahan, Jonathan Platt, and Sean Britt showing he is starting from the pits here, so that is going to be hateful here for the number 5 as we get ready. Underway, under green. Right now, out front, no problems here so far. As you see Benjamin Lacey drop way to the bottom. They fan out about 6 rows behind him, and they are off to the races, sitting already. This is coming out of turn number 2. We are 180 miles an hour, and right now Benjamin Lacey's losing grip of the lead here on the inside line.
Man, that did not take long at all. We got Toby Baby out there rooting on Logan Murray, so we're seeing a lot of new faces. And that's due to a very good car count, and I love it, truck count.
Yep, right now I would be a little nervous about riding the high line. It is super safe, but the guys who drop down to the bottom, drivers like Dylan McDonald, you can see diving there, taking a look toward the center as they rotate up out of these turns. It's going to smash these guys closer to the wall, and you've got to hope that guy doesn't go and decide to become one with the netting of your truck. Currently, Josh Adams takes the lead quickly. Michael Rakes moves from 4th to 2nd. Dylan McDonald still holds his 3rd place start. Garrett Bobo up to 4th now, and Benjamin Lacey falling out of that front row now is 5th.
Yeah, that last lap, Joshua Adams actually set the lap pace, the lap record with a 40.18. I love it.
Yeah, we say that, but faster driver that we saw in the past couple of weeks, Adam Tahan with a 39.83. He's the first one to touch that mark here as he slices here toward the inside. Whoa! Little knock off the wall there for Bill Harkins. Excellent paint job this week, but he decides to modify it here in the first handful of laps. Currently the number 12 Ford looking to see if he can scramble. Adam Tahan still one of the fastest guys here on the track. Turn 1. Turn 2 still faster. Here's 3 and 4. And right now this guy is on a tear here. Currently still holding in 8th as Toyota's on fire. Right now 39.71 still. Only a handful of drivers to make into the 39-second mark.
Well, Toyota should have a little bit of an advantage here if it follows in real life. They have won 10 of the last truck races here at Michigan.
All right, so Toyota will have the leg up here. This is them diving into turn number 3. Josh Adams out to a comfortable lead now as he's way out front. Currently, that is Michael Rakes, Dylan McDonald, and Tahan is now shifted up to the 4th position. Does not look to be slowing down. There we go. Looks like we got a Toyota and a Ram linking up here. Benjamin Lacey trying to see if he can stop the bleeding here. Unfortunately, he is still continuing to roll backwards.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to give him a little bit of a push there, but checked up on it instead.
Oddly enough, Connor Gibson, one of the fastest guys during practice, has been hanging out here. Started in the 10th position here tonight. Was not able to get a good qualifying time, and he is still seeing if he can fight his way forward. Right now, everybody in the top 4 positions has gained at least 1 here tonight, so everybody's succeeding and gaining. But right now, we've got guys from 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th losing positions now. Dylan McDonald is falling on the edge of the top 5 as he is struggling here on that outside line. Let's take a ride along with Dylan McDonald.
Now, do you think that they are
little
losing
scuff to the wall here. We're going to have some trouble.
Yes, we do.
Michael Rakes, I think, gets sent to the inside here. Caution is out.
Yes,
and
it is.
Stella, this is a caution in the first 15 laps.
That is not good.
No, so there will be penalties given out here. I'm not quite sure. It looked like it started with Michael Rakes into the wall.
Did you do a little pinball action?
Possibly. I'm wondering if there was a little bit of trouble when somebody came up the track and might have squeezed him. We're going to see how he fared here. Apparently Michael Rakes, slight damage here as they look to catch up. First caution out here for the night. LAT Racing World bringing you the caution sponsor for the entire season here. We will see how Michael rakes what happens here as we take a little bit of a chase cam. Adam Tahan and Josh Adams.
Oof.
Yep.
Oh,
looks like Dylan McDonald gets into him. Benjamin Lacey never even saw it.
Nope.
But I wonder if Tahan was going for the lead and got caught up. I'm not quite understanding here how exactly we got the clear. And it does look, Stella, actually, it does look like he's got a clear line here.
He does, but let's see
if
his spotter fails to tell him that he did not clear that hood.
Yeah, right now I guarantee Josh Adams, they got their eyes on him now. Let's roll it back here just a hair, because this is, he's taking a fast line. Does he rotate up? Rides on the bottom. Coming up, yep.
Yep, Tahan comes up, clips the top, manages to hold it with a little help from the wall.
Wow.
But,
did you see Rakes dance around him, though? To the right, gets rear-ended, and then across the front nose of Tahan, and then backwards down the left side. All right. Rough start here for Michael Rakes. Little room for error, especially here in the front. Adam Tahan, I'm showing, is down pit road as well.
That puts him down 20 places from the beginning. Michael Rakes down 23. Benjamin Lacey down 25. So we've seen him come back from that bad, but let's see how long it takes him to get out of the pits to do it.
Yep. Well, we'll double stack these guys and get ready to go again. Everybody taking a spit of fuel out there except two. Davis Carroll and Brandon Jackson deciding not to take fuel. They still have some opportunity here to head down pit road. If they want to, this will be their last opportunity, I believe. Yep, Brandon Jackson's going to come on down.
Ooh, I hope he didn't speed doing it. That would be painful.
That'd be kind of crazy to speed under caution. But hopefully that is not the case.
Hey, who's the one with all the stars on the hood?
Normally, I believe that is the number 50 machine.
Ah, very nice. I don't know why, but I don't know if I have seen all the stars. Speaking of stars, those of you in North America, you might want to go out tonight after the show and take a look. We got one heck of a series of shooting stars coming in tonight. So they're talking almost 100 an hour. So if your skies are clear and hopefully dark, you should get quite a spectacle.
All right, the Joka Creations 100 gets off to a rough start here. Everything was looking pretty solid, but before we got to lap number 10, we end up in a little bit of a heated exchange out there, and probably some aggressive driving. Caution comes out on lap number 6. We'll be resuming here as we cross the line to start lap number 9. Davis Carroll and Josh Adams looking to get going here. Carroll, the only one on the track not to pit here. Let's say right now there's also one more driver, Ricky Hart. He is not pit, but that is also because he is 5 laps down. A little late to the show here. Let's go ahead and get that perfect shine auto spot. Away we go. Alrighty, guys, already thinking about separating 3 wide here. Carroll gets off to a solid jump. Adam Sanderson, Bobo. Jonathan Platt looks like he's doing a little bit of a blinking again. He's got to maintain this. Don't cause any more problems as he was part of a caution last week for the 13 blinking. Whoa!
Yes, I saw that too. Was that like air sucking him in?
No, I don't look like he didn't know anybody was there. But fortunately, the man, the myth, the legend of Clearlow Communications got a little bit of a hint there from his spotter not to make that move. He straightens out, and everybody is A-OK. Connor Gibson now moves up to not only 6th, but now to 5th, as he looks to put Garrett Bobo into the rearview mirror. The Got Milk Machine, the Kellogg's, Tony the Tiger on the hood, looking to see if he can continue to charge forward. He's going to tuck in behind Dylan McDonald, which McDonald trying to get a little bit of draft here. They switch positions, high and low, and right now Connor Gibson choosing that low line to get the positions while he can before Scott Sanderson can roll off with this one out in that fresh air.
Yeah, he is doing an amazing job. Even though he's considered a backup driver for GFR, he is making them proud right now.
Right now, tough area here for Josh Adams. Here we go, a little bumping and running here. The 31 rotates up into Josh Adams. Right now, Dylan McDonald has no escape route here. They start double stacking again. Davis Carroll can't keep up with the speed. I got a feeling he's going to get pushed out, and he does. To the outside he goes. Dylan McDonald slices in front. Does Jonathan Platt consider putting his Ford into the middle here and continue to push forward? Really hats off here to Davis Carroll, even with no extra fuel. And everyone, I believe, is riding on the same tires out there.
I believe so, yes.
There's really no disadvantage for Carroll not pitting, though. Although, will he make the stage?
They're saying the capped run limit might be in the 28 lap mark. However, we did have a few caution laps there. It might make them to 30.
I would say would probably be gambling on one more caution out there to see if he can hold on and make it there on fuel. Collected a couple more laps there, and he's got it in the bag. Right now, as we see, Scott Sanderson still off to an excellent run here, out by only a quarter of a second. Dylan McDonald looking to see if he can run him down, but Joshua Adams in the Toyota is not giving up yet. Come on, Jonathan Platt, clean that connection up there, as he's going to be in trouble here. Currently one of the faster drivers and one of the names to be known, Nick Nickerson, currently sitting in 6th, looking to still stay hanging in there. But remember, last season, these were the two guys with the most wins. I believe it was 14 collectively out of the 16 races. And these guys find each other nose to tail here in Michigan.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, but I'll tell you, I like the fact that we have seen several different drivers be able to sit in the winner's circle this year.
Yep, as we got a couple guys mixing it up back here. Let's rotate around the Logan Murray area. I do want to hang out here in the 15th spot. That is exactly where we find Josh Billiter in the 99 and Benjamin Lacey in the 7 all around the number 4. Currently expect Logan Murray. I know he wants to charge forward and get some positions here, but he seems a little reserved as we speak. Both Murray and Matt Crockett out there in the Liquid Death Machine. These guys have gained 16. And that is with them combined out there. As Victor Weaver, he started 13th, only moved up one spot though. Stella, any idea what is going on with Jackson Duke out there? Right now, he is on the move, trying to see if he can continue charging forward as they put Davis Carroll way into the rearview mirror now.
Yeah, he's up 7 places, and like you say, he is coming in on the back of Peter Murphy, something fierce. Benjamin Lacey actually has recovered 10 of his lost spots. He's sitting at 15th now.
Yeah, not bad, especially for Benjamin Lacey. Never seen the wreck happen there on lap number 6. Drivers came up and nailed the side of him here. Axon Jackson still sits 17th. And Billiter 15th as we start spreading apart. Billiter out of shape here as he's dropping down to the bottom. Let's see here, right, sitting on top of Josh Billiter. He is still hanging out here with his Chevrolet in his original qualifying spot as you see the 91 of Brandon Jackson get on around him. Chevrolet seem to be falling backwards, though, although the front 3 are all in Chevrolets. Right now, I think somebody might radio up to Billiter out there to hang high. I'm wondering if he's toasted these tires a little too soon.
That would be definite bad news for Joka Creations.
Yeah, that's not exactly happening here. Logan Murray still sitting here in the 15th spot. Not bad as he worked his way out of the back 20. He's only got about 14 more positions to go to get where he wants to be. Not bad for a fast time, though. About 40 seconds is where we find him. That still drops him, actually only puts him about a tenth of a second off the pace. And Logan Murray's been doing a fantastic job here.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at most everyone is running in that 40-second range until we get down to, say, the 14th place, and then they're running a little bit slower. So I would anticipate getting a gap here pretty soon.
Wow, huge run there by Jonathan Platt. We sneak up and check on Josh Adams, who's currently sitting third. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he made up about 4 truck lengths there on the outside line. And check out Scott Sanderson trying to break the draft here as they are starting to clump together and work as a team. Outside line, 6 trucks in a row. Scott Sanderson trying to peter back and forth to get rid of it. Stella, I don't know if you remember way back when, has some familiar moves at a familiar track where the driver's doing the exact same thing, breaking that draft here at Michigan.
I do remember several of them actually doing this, and I kept asking, why is he going back and forth? And he set up, sorry.
Oh,
and there it is. He set up a clinic, though, showing exactly how you don't let them get ahead of you and one car blocking 2.
Yep, he led 18 laps and came away with the win by blocking 2 lanes, and Scott Sanderson doing just exactly the same thing out front here. Now, Stella, what we did see a little bit of Dylan McDonald getting into the wall wasn't by any contact out there or anything on purpose. You see a little bit of draft help push him through the turn, and then all of a sudden it loosened him up with a door draft to the inside. It wiggled his truck a little bit loose, and into the wall he went, and that's all it takes. Dylan McDonald has now dropped down to the 6th position, but expect him to get a full head of steam here and try to run these guys back down to go back at it. Who better to follow than Nick Nickerson on the inside line here as they continue to charge forward. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, Connor Gibson is making a bid here for the lead.
He is, but currently he's not quite there yet. But he is running faster than Scott Sanderson on the last lap.
Yep, 1 truck length ahead now. Sanderson looks at Connor Gibson's rear bumper for the first time here tonight. Currently Sanderson firing down toward the bottom here. Josh Adams rotates up and decides not to follow Sanderson. Sanderson to the line. That's going to be a Connor Gibson-led lap here. Lap number 21 to get number 22 started here as they get going. 8 laps left to go here in the stage. And currently Connor Gibson up 9 positions from his original start. Excellent roll here. Currently Connor Gibson, one by one, has been chomping them off. And he's sending them to the back. But don't give up on Scott Sanderson here. He's not going to let him get away that easy. Sanderson almost able to get a full clear here. Quarter of a truck ahead. And not quite yet. Right now, Connor Gibson trying to hold him down there.
Yeah, boy, yikes. Okay, I see the transition to the apron. This one is not as severe as some of the tracks we've been to, where it basically launches you when you try to come back up.
Yep, fantastic job by the Bandit Racing League keeping that yellow fever away. They continue this race, though, as they spread 2-3 wide here in the back. As they, Garrett Bobo area, taking a look at none other than Benjamin Lacey. Gathering positions back from caution on lap number 6. He's currently sitting in that exact position of 6th. Currently peeking in on the top 5 here with Garrett Bobo to his outside.
That is a heck of a lot of places. If you could add all the times that he's passed people here, not just where he started, that would be hard charger worthy.
Yep, that it is. Jackson Duke getting a little help here from Brandon Jackson. A big name we haven't seen out here is Jackson Knock. I would love to know where he is. Maybe got cheesed up out there and can't make it onto the track. And Jonathan Platt, check who's sitting second now. Nose to tail for the 13.
Where
Jonathan
did he
Platt's-
come from?
Yeah, well, Jonathan Platt has done this before, so yes, it does work. Seeing the move there, switching from line to line, but expect Jonathan Platt to stick behind Scott Sanderson and push him out to the lead, and he's going to do it on purpose to get him out farther with 5 laps left to go here in the stage. Wow! Dangerous cut down to the bottom, Benjamin Lacey. Lacey
Very
now
much.
sends it 3 wide here. Squirting out like a watermelon seed is going to be Josh Adams. He moves back to 4th.
Yeah, I'm not sure what caused that, but somebody was getting the bee out of their cabin.
Boy, tough move here. So this is where what Platt is
Yeah.
best at. Moves the driver. Whoop, little blank there by Platt.
Oh,
Move somebody to a little stronger connection here. Jonathan Platt pushes him out to the lead where he can't get any draft help or block anybody. And then Jonathan Platt will pass you. Right now, excellent job. And, you thought Josh Adams was marching out of the top 5 there, but here he is bumping doors here with the leader yet again with about 4.5 laps left to go. Whoop, Scott Sanderson with a blink out here.
good Lord.
Yep, we'll try to stick here with Benjamin Lacey, Jonathan Platt in a little bit of a connection issue. And I'm wondering if Sanderson's dropped off.
Oh, no.
Yep, full disconnect by our leader. Gotta love connection problems. As I believe, yes, that is Adam Tahan here on the inside. Right now, he is hanging his head. The last thing he wants to do is go down a lap right now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he would be the lucky dog if Scott Sanderson can't reconnect. What in the world is going on back here?
I don't know. I was just going to ask you. They were going too much east-west for my taste.
I knew around the Bill Harkins area there was a problem, and I believe also Brandon Jackson having a little bit of trouble there on the inside line. He takes it 3 wide, though, holds it. As he gets close to Dylan McDonald, 2 laps left to go. Jonathan Platt still leading this race, though.
Sanderson's back. He's sitting in the pit.
Well, unfortunately, that is a full disconnect, and he will be down 2 or 3 laps. Right now, Sanderson might be putting his fist through one of his monitors out there. He's got to be hating this.
Yeah, last week we had VR go down and took out one of our drivers. Okay, I'm going to ask a silly question. Where did our fella who did not pit go?
Mr. Carroll. Davis Carroll did have to pit back on lap 25.
Oh my goodness, he's way back there.
Oh, yes. I would say he
Okay.
may be able to flip the stage, though, as he may not pit.
Ah, okay. When we have our stage break.
Yep. Currently,
right.
great job here by Benjamin Lacey. Sitting here in 3rd. Having no problem working his way forward. Quietly, but very quickly. Kevin Foster here looking at 3rd position as Jonathan Platt rotates to the top. And Josh Adams is back in the lead.
Oh, no.
Yep,
Oh, no.
trouble here with Nick Nickerson.
Yes.
Drivers all over the track trying to get to the inside. Let's see how many keep stacking it up. Action Jackson there. He gets
All right.
mushed.
Josh Biller's in the grass, but he's doing okay. Holy moly.
Yeah. I think Billiter could have done without that, though.
Agreed. Agreed.
LET Racing Oils for the 2nd time here tonight. We'll double check. Stella, did Kevin
This
Foster
should
keep
count.
running this one out here?
What do you mean by running out? Sorry.
Kevin Foster's in the lead.
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering if he's just waiting for the pace car.
Nope.
So Nick Nickerson.
I am going to go check with RC, if you don't mind, to confirm that this is going to count as our stage break.
Okay. Jackson Duke being given one of our meatball flags out here. Here's the nudge. Dylan McDonald appears to be the first one getting loose. Dylan McDonald sideways. Jackson Duke trying to slide it through the middle. Nickerson getting into him. And Nickerson thought the outside was going to consist of only the number 38 of Peter Murphy Jr. But that was not the case. Right there. Billiter getting into the back of Brandon Jackson. I'm sure he's hating that. See Jackson Duke still up toward the top up here. And that is, that hurts a little bit. All right, so that's going to go ahead and do it for our caution drivers all down pit road. Stella, is this a stage?
Yes, it is. So since it was basically simultaneous, the caution was coming out for the wreck, and the caution came out for the stage. So it's still going to count as a cause caution. However, it will basically delete our stage break.
Robin Allen was asking how Foster's in the lead. Same thing I was asking earlier, but that is not going to be not going to be a problem here. I think he'll be shuffling back. We'll see how Kevin Foster, where he ends up, I believe, after a quick pit stop time.
Second.
Kevin Foster should be restarting in the second position. You see Davis Carroll did not pit here, so he will be getting the wave around.
Connor Gibson coming out of pit after a minute 19, but Nick Nickerson not so lucky. He is still sitting down there racking up some time.
Yep, as the pace car is getting ready to pass him here. I don't know how he's not going to go a lap down. We will keep an eye on that. Nickerson. No way. Nickerson beats the pace car.
Alrighty then.
I know it may be a small feat here, but that is not easy.
Without speeding, exiting pit road.
Correct. That's Benjamin Lacey fading back here. Trying to see if I can get a picture of both these guys. There's the pace car. Oh my gosh. He has to be out of pit lane right here.
Okay.
He has to cross that line before the pace car makes it to that line. Do you see how close that is?
Wow.
So Nickerson, by the hair on his chin, makes it here. So he will still stay on the lead lap, unfortunately back of the pack.
Well, I think Davis Carroll might be behind him, even with his lucky dog.
All right, Joka Creations 100 getting ready to kick back off here.
I do believe we also had somebody call it for the night and go back to the garage.
All right, we'll visit that here in just a second. Benjamin Lacey and Kevin Foster. GFR team opening on up. Josh Adams will be sitting third. Garrett Bobo in fourth. And Dylan McDonald, a guy who got a little loose to start with, sitting here in the fourth spot. As he puts Bobo on the on notice, but that's not going to be a problem. Check out Peter Murphy. Wow. I love a set of fresh tires here for the 38 machine. All right, Stella, we have some trouble here tonight. Scott Sanderson with a full disconnect. Adam Tahan with Davis Carroll staying out was not able to get one of his laps back. We have somebody retired here for the night?
Initially I was going to say it was Adam Tahan, but he's moving again.
Okay, Adam Tahan is surviving, though. After 2.5 minutes of repair, is able to get back out there. So Josh Adams is taking over the lead here. Peter Murphy sits second. Benjamin Lacey's third. Kevin Foster is fourth. And Garrett Bobo rounding out our top five. Great job by all our drivers out here. Everybody staying mostly clean. I will say there is some bumping and banging out there as they are making it happen.
Speaking of making it happen. You are making it happen tonight because you just got a tip from Firestone Tire Studios.
Hot dog.
Says, let's go 937 Racing.
All right, Firestone Tire Studios, thank you very much. As we get rocking out here, Josh Adams leading this race, though. I'm going to float back, though, here to Ty Carino, who's currently sitting in 10th. Staying pretty clean here as of late, waiting to see who can boomerang back from that last caution. Jackson Duke sitting in 9th. Trey Ellis working on the round. That's where the two I got mixed up here for the cleanest drivers. Still, I scratch my head wondering, all right, well, Nick Nickerson fair. Well, Nickerson, starting from the back, is already up to 21st. Yes. Has the most of damage fixed on that race car for about a minute and a half. As we continue the charge forward, look at the 54. That's Matthew Bailey out there. 54 getting a huge run.
My goodness.
Well, that's taking that inside line, then using a little bit of draft from the 31, and that may just fizzle out here.
But that ought to make 937 happy.
Yep, so far so good. The driver from Roundy is going to be Bill Harkins. You see him keeping the favorable high line. As lap number 37 completes out there on the track. We keep the roll going on. Now, right now, that leaves us with Bill Harkins catching up to Jason Allegrini and, unfortunately, Victor Weaver. Remember, those two have been in cahoots here as of late. But, Stella, we are 11th through the 18th position Fords. Victor Weaver's Toyota is the only one to break them up. Which is rather unusual. Wow, I move up and we see Ty Carino. Boy, yeah, there's going to be a little trouble here. I smell 4 wide. There's a bump.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Brandon Jackson said, I'm out of here. Even if I have to take the apron, I'm out of here.
Yep. Sent it 4 wide there for just a moment. Peter Murphy is leading the race, though. I see Josh Adams in within 50 thousandths of a second and closing in. Adams got the fender. Currently Peter Murphy going ahead, and these two have squeaked away by 3.3 seconds over the rest of the field.
Wow.
Sean Britt is currently making up 3rd. Benjamin Lacey's 4th. Trey Ellis 5th. Michael Rakes returning back to our top 10, sitting in 6th. Garrett Bobo falling backwards here to 7th. Kevin Foster down to 8th. Dylan McDonald fights up to 9th. And Matt Crockett started in the 21st position, now rounding out our top 10. I would say congratulations here, but that might get scrubbed here as Jonathan Platt getting a good shove from Brandon Jackson. Currently Matt Crockett getting shuffled out of the top 10. There's that inside line to the outside. You see everybody almost magnetized to that wall. Logan Murray getting a front row seat to it, and Logan Murray gets through.
Yep, that was a nick on the hood and tossed him away.
Whew.
Wow.
Yeah, currently we've got our camera shuffled here and focused on the 91 to Brandon Jackson. Third caution here of the night. Brandon Jackson and Ricky Hart involved in this one. Showing Ricky Hart ended up with a massive amount of damage. This will give the opportunity, though, for Scott Sanderson to get back onto the lead lap. After his disconnect. No way.
That would be
yeah, luck of the draw.
Impressive.
Yeah, I would say that also really, really helps him out here. All right, working on drumming up a, looking at a replay here. Let's take a look. Get over top here.
I think we're too far behind. Ooh, I like that one, though. Man.
Look at Logan Murray. Whoop. Sneaking
What
on by, little Victor Weaver.
Yes, that's who I was watching. He was going, go faster, I can't
Look at him
stop. And he's doing
firing
her.
through, though.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
yellow flag's out.
I'm trying to figure out who that was in the red truck that slung through. Holy cow, that was close.
Wait, we've also got a fire sale down the pits.
Slow down. There we go. Right here. Watch that 54 machine. Gets on around. Oh, whoop.
Yep.
That's too far back. That's Tahan. Whoa. Who's into the wall? Is that Ricky Hart? That's why we got a driver blown to bits.
Yep.
All right. Let's try this again. Gonna get pretty loud here as I want to sit on board here with Ricky Hart. Caution comes out.
Let off.
Right. Now, caution. You see the smoke.
Okay, he's let off. I see his RP.
Wow.
He was so close to making a fantastic evasive maneuver there.
Yep.
And then from out of nowhere, ping.
I would say, though, I think Nicole Crazel with 0 incident points is the one to make contact back with Ricky Hart there. Taking a look for any sort of damage here on the 6. All right, Lady Chaos Racing survives.
Yeah. I don't see anything.
All right. Let's try to see how many people we get back together. Ricky Hart destroyed now. So he'll be hanging out as the Lone Ranger down in pit. As I say that, Jackson Duke.
Yes.
Is down pit as well.
2 minutes so far. Yuck.
So does that put Scott Sanderson back onto the lead lap here? He did come down in pit. It looks like he may have scrubbed that. And opted for a splash and go to get back out on the track. As everybody is back. Double filed out here.
I'm still showing him a lap down.
Yep.
Bummer.
Yep. Well, when he came down into pit, he would have had to get the lucky dog around.
Oh, and then come in.
And then pit. But he might have nixed that, or he's out of fuel by then.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we don't know where he left off when he left off.
Yep. Toby out there, really happy that Logan Murray had made it through that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Deep breath for everybody out there as we get ready for our Perfect Shine Auto Spot restart zone. This one will be taken by Josh Adams and Peter Murphy here in the front row. Josh Adams out to a good jump. These trucks geared so low, though. They are built for speed, not for torque. They are working slowly, getting up to speed here. They'll be almost full speed coming out of turn number 2 as they fire through. We are halfway through our stage. As here we go, creeping up on 170s, 175, and 180. There we are. So Josh Adams watching Peter Murphy pass to the outside line, and who other than Benjamin Lacey. I could not say I didn't expect to see his return back to the front here. Whoa, man. Welcome to tire heat cycling some tires here. Everybody else trying to get restuck back to the track.
Yeah, and the question out there, yeah, Victor Weaver's still good. He's riding in 18th. Right now, he's right next to Nick Nickerson, so he could, you know, catch a little bumper there and doodle along his way.
Well, Nickerson gets into the wall. He'll be on the outside here of Victor Weaver. The dreaded Allegrini is sitting in 15th.
Aww.
Well, I wouldn't say that. The boy gets in some trouble out there, and I would say he collects a good bit of trucks. A couple of weeks is oh boy, who is that? Is that Nicole Crazel?
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
she's getting into Bill Harkins there. Harkins radioing up. Hey, calm down. It's okay. Still, we're not halfway through the race yet. As it slowly creeps up on him here. Checking in on our leaders. Josh Adams still holding it, though. But that's for now. Murphy will be taking a peek for the pass. As we rotate through the rest of our fields, gives these other guys some check in here. Look at this, 3 wide. Gibson to the outside. Matthew Bailey squeezed in the middle here.
Oh, Connor taking a little flake off the side.
Take a look at that. That is Scott Sanderson still racing this one out.
Heck yeah.
Definitely wants to make sure he is out in front of Adam Tahan. Though even if a caution does come out, Sanderson does have the opportunity here. Get back onto the lead lap. He needs one more caution before the stage break. Which, Stella, stage break caution here. We didn't make it to our stage break in the last run. Talk to me a little bit about what stipulations it requires here to get one before the lap number.
Normally, we've had leagues where it is 2 laps before. If there's a caution, we're not going to throw a back-to-back caution because by the time you get out of the first caution, say on lap 28, you're starting back up on 31 or 32. It makes no sense to throw another caution there just to make a stage break. So one counts for the other, but we continue on. It does not push the next stage either forward or backward. That next stage would still be at 60.
So that could be a big tumble up out here, especially if you're working on fuel mileage. If you're having to pit via the stage 4 laps early, that could really set you up for failure in the next stint. I'm wondering if that's what we're seeing from some of these guys that saw favorable caution that they were looking for. Why everybody came down and pit on lap number 42, as I believe Dylan McDonald is heading to the inside wall, assisted.
Oh, and he makes pretty harsh contact with it.
Now seems no worse for the wear, though.
Really?
Yeah, I do see a little bend there on his bedside. Right under the nitro. There it is. There's the damage.
Yep. A little scuff.
Go get that camera to pan over a little bit there. All right. Stella, this one involved Dylan McDonald in the number 9 Chevrolet out there. I'm sure he's pretty bent up about that. Not only on the truck, but his mood. Let's take a look here. Dylan McDonald once again getting loose coming out of a turn. Kind of pinballs the rest of the field there. Everybody else seems to survive. A driver like Bill Harkins was able to hang back just a little bit. Watch this does happen in front. Bill Harkins hangs in there, though.
Oh. Like you say, the red car just took it. But continues to roll.
Wow, rather unfortunate there.
Whipped him up against the wall.
All right, well, we'll see who this brings down into pit. Nickerson, no. Allegrini, Platt, and Gibson, yes.
Brandon Jackson. And we're still looking at Tahan in there, and Dylan McDonald, needless to say, is in trying to see what he can do.
Yep, I would say Adam Tahan is coming down into pit. This will actually be his second visit here of the night. As he starts his second pit stop here in the spot, I believe, Scott Sanderson. I expect to see him to stay out there and try to get his lap back. This may be a decent opportunity. Jason Allegrini still sitting down in pit road. Now, everybody's saying they do this to end up flipping the stage, but that is definitely going to make it pretty Pretty sketchy
got a
here
ways.
for the last set.
Yeah, we still have another 10 laps to go for stage. Well, 9.
Right. Everybody might be chipping in here a little bit. All right, Scott Sanderson.
He came
now
down.
joins pit. So on to the lead lap for Scott Sanderson. Go ahead and slam off the jack there. Get out of pit road. And
Tell me
hurry
what
up to get back on the track.
What Jonathan Platt is doing. Because, man, he's minute 20.
Yeah,
Before
definitely
he's-
extended amount of time. He's going to
Yes.
try to pull the Nick Nickerson move here.
Oh. Okay.
Try to hurry up and get out of pit. See, squeezes out of there. Here comes Josh Adams and Peter Murphy here in our front row. These guys haven't pit since lap number 42. While I look at our 51 lap pitters. Connor Gibson out there. Dylan McDonald, Brandon Jackson, Scott Sanderson, and Jonathan Platt. Platt getting a minute and 20 seconds of damage fix. Jason Allegrini sitting now at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. As they continue the charge. And Stella, I would say Rebecca Weaver out there is noticing something about the 937 racing team.
That they're doing well?
Well, more than doing well. I think all of them are in the top 10.
There we go. Allegrini's coming out. I was taking a look and seeing of our lap 51 pit stops here. At least 2 of them only did a splash and go. So that isn't going to aid much. I think we're going to be pretty even on tires back there. Just watching, Sanderson, if he's how much trouble he's going to have to do to weave up through all these cars.
Right.
You know he's not going to help it.
Perfect shine auto spot. Restart zone kicks off, and Michael Rakes has returned back to the top 5. Currently sitting third in his Ford. Michael Rakes, you'll remember, got the caution back on lap number 6. Has come back with 7 laps left to go here in the stage. His 47 Ford looking to see if he can run down the Toyota and the Ram. They're leading this race. Currently, Garrett Bobo working that outside line. Matt Crockett sits 5th. Benjamin Lacey in 6th. Thought he was 7th there, but Trey Ellis occupies that spot. Now Sean Britt takes that over. Victor Weaver sits 9th. Kevin Foster is 10th. Matthew Bailey was the last driver in the 937 racing team, who was sitting in the 10th spot, is now shuffled back to the 13th. Currently, this is Victor Weaver working on the inside here. Trey Ellis sitting on board here with
And
Victor Weaver.
Right behind him is Cordell McFarland. I haven't spoken about him yet, but I'll tell you, he is up 18 places from where he started, and I just watched him pass 3 cars like they were standing still.
But right now, Cordell McFarland looks like he took 4 tires back on lap number 42. And he is going to try to see if he can keep this charge going. Look at where he started, though. 27.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about super speedways. You get chances to recover, and you can always change your race, even if you had a bad qualifying time. Holy cow, Garrett Bobo. Where did that come from?
Oh, yeah.
Bobo with 4 to go.
He was good at during qualifying. You know, that he was right up there in, what, 4th?
Yep. Well, he's already a 1/10 of a second faster than our leader. And that was just on our last lap. Josh Adams now using that draft to help reel him back in, so he's not able to get away that fast. Victor Weaver currently getting caught up. Watch the 62, starting to move pretty quick. Stella, we got some people getting
Oh yeah,
getting
they
some
want those
different
points.
power run
no.
out here. And Victor.
Oh no. I mean, just slammed into his
No
side.
caution here.
Off the racing surface?
We were sideways on the racing surface.
Yeah.
So that's going to hurt Victor Weaver's night.
Who smashed him?
Not sure here. I thought we had
we'll
a Ty Carino back here in the back, but I'm not sure.
We'll have to roll it back, yeah.
Yep, yeah, we'll grab it here after the stage.
Okay.
Everybody kind of hangs their head here. 2 laps left to go. Go-kart racer still rooting on Logan. As currently Logan Murray is sitting back in the 17th spot. Is number 4 Ford.
Up 6.
Yep, he's up 6, but he'd like to double that.
Yes.
At a minimum out here. So currently Michael Rakes, Matt Crockett. Right now Crockett looking to the outside. Stella Weir coming up here on the white flag of the stage with Garrett Bobo still in the lead. Right now,
Yep.
Garrett Bobo would love to come away with a win.
I was going to say, but it's shrinking.
Yep.
Yeah, there's Josh Adams taking that lower line that you say is fast. Let's see if Bobo can hold him off.
Well, Bobo is trying to break that draft, and it does work here to some extent. 0.2 of a second. As watch that 22 Toyota, see if he can open it up. Takes the high line here to get the run. And he is not going to have it. Garrett Bobo with stage number 2. Coming away with that win. That should be 10 bonus points. Wow.
Great. That's a nice little chunk.
I don't know if you saw that. Matt Crockett giving a shove there to Michael Rakes before the caution did come out.
So did he put Michael Riggs over the line ahead of him, so he got 3rd in the stage?
I believe so. Here's the nudge from these two. Here's Crockett.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Just a zigzag push.
Yep. I do want to see what happened to Victor Weaver here. We've got the opportunity.
100%. Ugh. Okay. So
Maybe I can see if we can find something a little.
here we go. Clank. Who is that? In the pretty purple, blue, mystic looking car with teal wheels.
Yeah, what you said. Trying to see if I can get a better spot here.
I'd have to go maybe. Oh, here. Right behind Connor Gibson. That's not Peter Murphy, is it?
No. I believe that is Cordell McFarland in the number 10.
No way. The guy running straight up the field?
Yes.
Oh.
Cordell McFarland.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that was rough. Cordell, my dear, you need to do something with your numbers so we can see them. Maybe like outline them or something.
Yeah, that is a pretty
Camouflage.
rough video here. I'm trying to. Oh, there it is, down at the bottom right too.
Yeah, I think it's foiled.
Yeah, I see it's a wrap shop.
Yes. But I think the numbers are foiled, and that's why it's not showing up as well as it could.
Alrighty. Ooh-sa. Alright. Well, fortunately, it does look like Victor Weaver was able to survive that spin out. Did not get the favorable caution he wanted, though.
Yeah.
So extended pit stop time expected here for Victor Weaver. Dig all the grass out of the grill and get him back out onto the track. As everybody else has been shuffling through. Stella, hands up in the air right now for Scott Sanderson, currently sitting in the number one spot. Hasn't pit yet, though.
Because he hasn't pit. Yes. Goodness gracious. But that's, yeah. I kudos.
From, over 2 laps down. Is now out in front. Yep, here they come. Ooh.
What's that?
Yeah, they're psyching each other out here. That's Adam Tahan.
Okay.
Yeah, technically checking in. Tahan up there with Sanderson. Currently, Tahan is with Connor Gibson, actually, for the Zero Foxtrot Racing team. We still go another week without David Lakey, though. Which is unfortunate. Like to see the 84 machine get back out here. Maybe a little bit of a hiatus, help clear his mind. All right, let's check out here in the chat. Hambo's not real happy with the cautions out there. RC can throw cautions, but I do believe there may be the...
I thought it was like iRacing, period. They were the ones that had to throw them. So the league opened it up to where RC can too?
I believe so. It was in talks. But you would think here. But I'm wondering if they're saying the spin out. Because I figured this would have been enough to throw a caution right here.
Nope. They're 3 feet off the racing surface.
Okay. I was measuring by back wheels. But that's fine.
Me too.
So, but no, they're going to say that was way off the racing surface. All right, let's get her back under green.
That we are.
Sanderson going to hang out in the lead, though, as we get back underway. Thank you, Clear Low Communications and the Perfect Shine Auto Spa for sponsoring our season here, as we have drivers donating parts to the track.
Oh.
Perone stops. I see Jackson Duke backwards.
Matt Crockett in the pit. What the hey?
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure. I got drivers blown to pieces out here. Benjamin Lacey, Ryan Perone, Jackson Duke, just to name a few here. Jackson Duke is still mobile, though. Showing Peter Murphy, who had gotten up to the front, but I do believe he has taken it back to the garage here. We'll double check on the 38 here in a little while to see if that's still the case. Let me take a look. Whoa.
4 wide.
Look up front.
Ah, here. Yes, up here.
Is that Perone?
The purple car.
Yeah. Perone actually gets loose and into Action Jackson here.
Yep. Into the 91.
Jackson holds on to it.
Benjamin Lacey.
Lacey's going to stop racing inside line here soon.
Jeez.
There's Nickerson. Jackson
There's
Duke
Foster.
in the back. right. They donate a ton of parts out there. So coming down, Benjamin Lacey showing a black flag here.
And that would be a black flag for your 2 wreck to keep going?
Well, no. No, he doesn't have that much damage, but I'm hoping this is not a black flag to give him an end of line.
Why would he get an...
I would hope not. I'm sure he's going to radio up to RC here and try to get him out of that.
I was going to say, we can show the replay again.
Yeah, Benjamin Lacey getting kind of maimed here. See if we can... This is the contact. Boom. Maybe we see if we can find it a little bit slower here. Take a look at it here. Nice and slow. Collect here. Yeah, there's no way.
No.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way.
No. Now, if they wanted to get, to say that some people were still driving fast after it, had come around, but it wasn't him.
Go-kart racer going ahead and noting that very, very close out there for Logan Murray. Was able to clear, though.
Up to 12th.
Yeah, can Murray hang on, though? I think Murray definitely deserves a top 5 in this race. Currently, he's still been hanging on, though. Definitely a wild race here so far. Scott Sanderson not pitting since lap number 51. I figured this would have been the time he would have come down. Still with 33 laps left to go. I think he's needing one more. I think 10 laps from now, I think it would be definitely the time span he's looking for, especially fuel mileage wise. Expect Sanderson to throw on his last set of tires and then hope for the best all the way to the end.
Back up here in the front. That's just a kicker, isn't it?
That's wild, isn't it? Well, same thing with drivers like Michael Rakes. This guy's back teetering on the outside of the top 5 here.
He's back. No kidding. Yep. Wow.
Alrighty, Perfect Shine Auto Spa restart zone. Here we go. Sean Britt a little loose here on the restart.
Yikes.
That power shifts it out of second gear. We head into turn number 1. Sanderson, Bobo, Adams, 1, 2, and 3. Sanderson getting a solid breakaway. They're fanning out in the back again. Could this mean trouble? I stick here with Rakes.
Sometimes I think if they fan out, it's better because maybe they won't be smacking into each other.
You wouldn't think. Right now, Brandon Jackson getting real close to the Weathermaster machine here of Sean Britt.
Sure is.
Right now, drivers like Bill Harkins got his eyes wide open looking out that windshield. Things are definitely happening here in the front. Garrett Bobo. Quick slice to the inside. Gets a run here on Scott Sanderson. Sanderson looking to return the favor, though.
It's
turn
fair
number
play.
3, yep. Chops his feet a little bit. Down to the inside line. Sanderson now going to take over. Ooh, wow. So see that little aerodynamic issue there?
Wow, I just watched Connor Gibson come up on him so fast and then whip out behind. Almost looked like one of those slingshot maneuvers.
Right now, Garrett Bobo is getting a bunch of aerodynamic challenges out here.
Wow.
Yep. Cuts in front. Don't expect Bobo to let off, and he doesn't.
No,
Axon
but
Jackson
he also
to the inside.
Hit the wall.
So we got a little bit of door draft getting guys loose. You saw when Sanderson cut in front. That definitely went ahead and picked the nose up there on Garrett Bobo. And then when Connor Gibson got behind him, it picked the back end of his car up because he had no downforce. Right now, Garrett Bobo hating the looseness of his truck, but he's loving the position he's in. Currently sitting in 5th. Has not lost or gained from qualifying position as these guys start playing bumper cars in the front 6.
Yes, that was a heck of a bump there. Not just a nice gentle push. Holy mackerel.
I guarantee you right now, Josh Adams is trying to hint to the 9 to give me a shove, and he does. Good job here by Dylan McDonald. McDonald wants to get up there and start fighting with the 93. Josh Adams going to get a huge run. Has to let way off. 4 wide.
Wow, nice.
Yep,
nice.
Adams gets pushed back. Just shows you how aggressive these guys are getting. That's going to move Connor Gibson up to the front.
Look at him go. But
who
he
hangs
is
on,
so
though?
Loose.
Yep. Who hangs on? Garrett Bobo. Was 2nd, now 3rd. Brandon Jackson, and take a look who's coming back into the ring. Benjamin Lacey.
Huh.
How is
I love
Benjamin
it.
Lacey and Nick Nickerson, after this last fiasco, coming back? These guys have fallen off by over a second, but as these front 6 have been fighting, the rest of the field has begun to play catch-up.
Yeah, and the only person up here in the top 10, basically, is Dylan McDonald, who has tires. I think the rest of them are still behind on tires.
Oh, McDonald almost takes the nose of Josh Adams off there. As they are starting to peel apart again. Right now, still holding on to the back end of this draft is going to be Sean Britt in the sitting 11th, and the number 5 Chevrolet here in the back. We still got our eyes here on Dylan McDonald. He is not alone. Tons of work to do, and Brandon Jackson taking a peek here for the lead. Gets close for that door draft so the drivers can't get away from him here, but he's going to have to block. Sanderson holds the gas open. Sanderson stays on the loud pedal here through 3 and 4. Notice he has to block to keep Nickerson and Benjamin Lacey at bay.
Yeah, but they're not going to take that for long. As soon as he goes up there to deal with Connor Gibson, yep, Benjamin Lacey's going to slice down on the inside.
I can't blame Lacey at all. So he saw an opportunity, gets there. Nickerson trying to stick with him, though. These guys move back and forth. Take a look at that. Dylan McDonald fires through. Nice set of tires to help him stick, though, as he gets around the track.
Oh, Connor.
Yep, Connor off the wall.
Jeez. Yeah, everybody around him's puckering because it's just a matter of time. He's doing a good job of holding it, though, with as much tail wag as he's got on that dog.
Yep. About 2.5 seconds per turn that these guys are on the brakes. We're looking at 36 seconds. They are on the gas 100%. These guys to fight each other out there on these 40-second laps. This has got everybody on their edge of the seat. Appreciate you guys joining us here during the broadcast.
Oh, yeah. Who just came in?
Yep, Dylan McDonald, Benjamin Lacey, Brandon Jackson, Nick Nickerson, and Connor Gibson are our guys here in the top 5. They are holding on tight, though. Dylan McDonald about to lose the lead, though, is the 7 machine here. He's already given a call to his sponsors out there. You're talking about filming the wild. This is what it is. This is some wild racing. Dylan McDonald still holding his ground across the line. Dylan McDonald. Another lap led for the number 9 Chevrolet. Whoop.
Wow.
Who decides to get angry?
Wow. Action Jackson. My goodness.
Yep, he's going to pay for it, though, is taking the rear downforce off the back of that truck is going to be Benjamin Lacey, and that is not on purpose, but by design. Literally here. Look at Benjamin Lacey starting to give the shove to the 91 out there.
He says, no, don't get that close to me.
Benjamin Lacey going to have to dial back a little bit. Might have to tuck in behind the 91 Ford out there. Our Toyotas have petered off a little bit. Joshua Adams down to 7th.
Now, we are getting some unusual pit stops here. Bill Harkins just came in on 77, and Logan Murray is coming down the lane to hit his box.
They're definitely trying to make it. That 77-78 mark is the lucky number. That should be their final pit stop of the night.
Okay.
The hard part's going to be queuing up with somebody so you're not alone.
Oh, because of the draft issue at this track.
Definitely want to make it a party when you head down there, if they can.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in here to SimTraX Broadcasting, where you're bringing you the Bandit Racing League here at Michigan for the Joka Creations 100 here tonight. Go ahead and tell me out there in the chat who you've got winning this race, and it could be anybody.
It really can. Because we have seen, there he goes, Scott Sanderson coming in.
Yeah, I think Sanderson's rather mind is blown here. We have not gone under caution.
Yeah. But he, last time he came in was lap 51, maybe? Just if I, off the top of my head.
I believe so. Matthew Bailey working his way on down.
And that was only for a splash and go.
Yep, Scott Sanderson. Nope, Scott Sanderson. 4 tires and fuel.
Yep. Righty.
Got to hurry up, though. Nickerson getting ready to put him a lap down as Nickerson has the lead.
Not again.
There they go.
Oh, wow. Now, not to rub salt in a wound, but Jonathan Platt, he is the last one in line on the lead lap currently.
I was going to say, but he had a definite amount of damage he had to fix out there.
Yeah, he had a minute 18, but he doesn't seem to be making the rebound that we have seen some of the others do.
You know, he's
Trey
had
Ellis.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Trey Ellis has come down, got his last set of tires in, and Joshua Billiter is on his way. Now, if he has tires left over, I don't know. But he's at least going to fuel himself up.
Yeah, some of these people are visiting pit road for the 6th time here tonight. Billiter currently working on it now. 10 seconds, 11, 12, 13. Should be about a 14-second pit stop here, but extended time for Josh Billiter.
No. Ooh, man.
19.87 seconds.
If those were optional, buddy, that cost you hard. Here comes Ty Carino. Wow. When was the last time we saw green flag pit stops?
Not very long. 62
No.
and lap 66 is when these guys have pit. Nickerson and Lacey pit on lap 66, so they should be able to last more than anybody else on the current pitting cycle.
All right. If that keeps up, we're going to be talking to the usual suspects tonight. Let's see if this costs Ty Carino a lap down. I believe it does.
Nickerson holding this lead, though, but I don't think for long.
Yeah, that was close.
They're shuffling back here. This is Josh Adams sitting 5th. Connor Gibson 6th. Michael Rakes Still in 7th. Dylan McDonald boomeranging back. City in 8th.
Yeah, he and Sean Britt there. Nope. Sean said, I'm out of here. Up he goes.
It does look like Garrett Bobo is getting a little bit out of shape here, though. I wonder if he's getting a little bit nervous since he hasn't pit since lap number 62, and that was for fuel only.
Right. Well, Jonathan Platt, Jason Allegrini, they're coming in, taking their last rounds.
Some of our stats out here. Whether or not who can move up. Brandon Jackson up 16 here on the night. That does confirm him as our hard charger, but no longer. Brandon Jackson working his way down pit. That's going to be also Nickerson, Lacey, Gibson, Bobo, McDonald, and Sean Britt.
I think somebody sent out a memo. Davis Carroll, Cordell McFarland, Ryan Perrone. Yeah, we got a lot of them taking it now.
All right, so we see everybody getting ready to draw the line out there. Try to get back in. Hopefully in a timely manner out there.
That would be good. Don't miss your pit box. Kevin Foster coming down, even though he did come down in 66. We've got some guys on 62 still hanging out there. He has decided to come in.
Alrighty, everybody, as the pit cycle continues to go, I want to give this opportunity to get a shout out from our sponsors. And we'll be right back here with less than 10 laps left to go. Hang on there, guys.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning with industry-leading on-track experience, superior engineering, and the World Championships to prove it. LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants, trusted by champions across the world. From engine oils, transmission fluid, and gear oils, LAT has your race car covered from bumper to bumper. Visit latracingoils.com to find a dealer near you.
All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out there with our commercials. You see Nicole Crazel there in our screen sliding into pit road. I don't know if that's going to be... Yes, she is black flagged, speeding down into pit road. 9 laps left to go here at the Joka Creations 100. Stello, how do you wrap this one up? How do you put this one away?
With a checkered flag?
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to put it away with saying thank you tonight for Joka Creations 3D Printing, who is sponsoring tonight's race. Look them up on Facebook under Joka Creations. They have lots of new pieces to show you, several items to prepare for Halloween, and some awesome cow magnets. And yes, they're Highland cows. If you know, you know.
Cow
Thank you again.
magnets. Wow. Cool.
Yep.
Alrighty, Nick Nickerson and Benjamin Lacey pitting on lap 87 seems to be the winning strategy here. These two are running away from the field and have a 2-second breakaway from Scott Sanderson, Brandon Jackson, and Dylan McDonald. If these three behind him could just link together and the caution comes out, what exactly they did not need, but they got Logan Murray.
Oh, no.
All the fans out there for the number 4 are watching him backwards as you see the tire streaks all over the track here.
On lap 93.
Whoa.
Ooh, I thought.
Yep, that looked like Logan Murray and Adam Tahan are getting in it. Tahan, I think, has heavy damage.
He just missed him.
Alrighty, let's take a look at what gets our caution out. Whoop! Jackson Duke dumping? Oh, Logan, not up the track. That looked like Jackson Duke dumped him. Let's see here. Is he sliding? Here he goes. Catch him back up, sliding again, and there's the nudge.
Oh, yep. It didn't take much.
Well, I can't blame Jackson Duke for that. The 4 is sideways and losing traction, which we've seen a couple of that a couple of times here tonight. Dylan McDonald was the one getting in a bunch of trouble here. I just want to know what gets him and Adam Tahan at it.
I don't know. I didn't see the edit. I just saw him coming up fast and going around him. Zoom.
All right, Adam Tahan, this is him working his way in the pit. Still at this speed. We're out of fuel.
Oh, he's out of fuel. Oh.
That is why Adam Tahan cut down to the bottom of the track.
Oh, is he going to make it? Oh, this is going to hurt.
Made it.
Did he? Oh, excellent. It looks like he's under the 2, so I didn't,
Yep. You see him fire up. There he goes. Tahan.
You don't touch. Just because you have fuel doesn't mean you have decent tires. Oh, my heavens.
No, it doesn't, but aggravated as Adam Tahan.
Yeah, he started up pretty good, but he's down 18 places in 26th currently.
All right, hopefully the last caution here of the night brought to you by LAT Racing Oils. Kobe's hoping Logan is good. Logan, I think, is probably more hurt psychologically.
Ah.
Our 7th caution here of the night. We'll get ready to get this back underway. Some of these cautions are created by stages. Fresh tires for some drivers back in the field. I don't know if they'll have enough time to charge forward. Stella, if I'm not mistaken, looking at our deal here, we should be about 4 laps.
Yeah.
To the end of this one. That means drivers who have tires, I would say like Victor Weaver, took a 15-second pit stop time on lap number 90. Boy, he can open it up here. But I believe Nickerson on lap number 87. With a get 14.65 out of him.
I believe those top 4 all took tires on 87, so I don't know if that 1 or 2 laps is going to make that much difference.
No, no, I was looking more at top 10 runouts here.
Ah.
Now, I got a feeling Nickerson, Lacey, McDonald, and I would probably think that Bobo would have something for him if he can get up there. But if Bobo and Foster can work together, it'll be something to happen up front.
Yeah, the two I'm going to watch go backwards, I believe, are going to be Josh Adams and Michael Rakes. Granted, they came down for a splash and go in 90 and 91, but that means they have at least 80-something tires.
Yeah, we'll see. Expect Connor Gibson to start creating a ruckus out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you see that 31 starting to nudge down into Dylan McDonald, and McDonald doesn't play that game. Green flag is out. Here we go. Sean Britt slow on the gas.
Oh, that's going to make Connor Gibson so happy.
Oh, yeah, gives him a full clear. But Kevin Foster hangs in there, though. Foster to the floor, gets past. Here comes Josh Adams. Josh Adams now starting to work with him here. As we mix it up, expect the mistakes to start happening. See some issues back here with the 54 and the 14 of Allegrini. Carino into the wall. 54 now creating his own lane. Harkins getting out of there.
Yep.
As he sees it's happening, Allegrini pinballing here. Bottom, top, back to the top again.
My goodness.
Yeah, right now, just keep the wheels straight.
For heaven's sakes.
Oh, my gosh. All right, Allegrini looks like he's finally out of fire here. And no more. Victor Weaver trying to slice through. Move up to the front here in just a moment. As our drivers with 2 laps left to go, Adam Tahan slices to the inside. Connor Gibson snugging into 4th. That's going to leave our front 3 to duke it out. Nickerson out front now by 0.2 of a second. Can anyone get a run here? Currently Nickerson.
Oh, caution.
Caution's coming. Is the caution or the white flag?
White flag. They were simultaneous. White flag takes it.
White flag is out. Nickerson, Benjamin Lacey. Can they get it? Showing Brandon Jackson here in the lead. The only way that happens is if the caution's going to get it.
Negative.
Right now, RC's going to have to figure it out. Stella, I'm showing checkered flag here. We'll keep the run out going. Lacey, Nickerson, sitting 1 and 2. Lacey trying to get it. Oh, my gosh, half a truck length here, right here at the line. Nickerson does not get it. They are side by side on the finish.
Yeah, I think it was the half a truck for Lacey. Yes. On the low line. I lost him behind the building, but that's what I think that was there.
Right now, RC has got to hack through this because everyone's going to want answers quick. So rolling through this, it looks like Benjamin Lacey gets him at the line here. As here they slice through. This is turn 3 and 4.
Ooh, and Nickerson gets loose.
Let's see if I can get a little bit closer here. Here.
Oh! We'd have to get the over angle. Oh, he did get him, though.
I think Lacey got him by the paint.
My heavens. Got him by a chin spoiler.
Yeah, that is close. This is the replay here at the start-finish line. Wow, that's close.
Yeah, it's very, very close. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Yeah, it shows Benjamin Lacy. Oh, was yeah. Uh, okay. I guess everybody gets to do it.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it here. I do want to see, because it's going to mess up our results, I believe.
Oh, it's totaled them. But
But we tied with Nickerson, 0-0-0.
okay.
We don't even have a 1,000th spread.
I think that may be an adjustment that was made in order to take the 91 off the top, if I had to guess. All right, but let's look. Benjamin Lacy, again, race results. In first, Nick Dickerson second, Dylan McDonald in third, Garrett Bobo fourth. P5 is Connor Gibson, Joshua Adams in sixth, Kevin Foster, good night for him, in seventh. Sean Britt comes from starting in the pits up to eighth, rock on. Michael Rakes in ninth, Matthew Bailey 10th, Davis Carroll 11th, Victor Weaver in 12th. Scott Sanderson made it back up again in 13th. Jason Allegrini, 14, is in the 14th place. Trey Ellis, 15th. Josh Billiter, 16th. Ty Carino, 17th. Ryan Perone in 18th. Cordell McFarland, 19th. And Bill Harkins comes in at 20th. So the ones that are still running, we're looking at Brandon Jackson in 21st, Jonathan Platt 22nd, Matthew Crockett in 23rd, Logan Murray at that late pass and crash is in 24th, followed by Adam Tahan, Nicole Krazel, Jackson Duke, Peter Murphy, and Ricky Hart.
All right. Pretty good night here for the GFR team, as these guys did an excellent job. We're showing currently third place finish here by Dylan McDonald. And Stella, go ahead and grab Dylan McDonald here and kind of have a conversation about what kind of a crazy race this was.
Yes. Did you know it was over?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, because man, it was that was a photo finish if we ever saw one, right? So,
Yeah.
but how was your evening? Kind of got a little ups and downs, but in the long run, P3.
Yeah, it was a little bit loose, especially if somebody offset your truck just a little bit. You can get the right rear a little bit loose. So trying to figure out where the grip was down low. You got passed on the outside like a freight train. Went up high. You got loose because you burned off your stuff. So I didn't take tires till the start of this third stage, and then took my last set on 87 whenever I heard Nick going in a pit. So kind of just chilled, took my time, and wanted to get back up there towards the front because after last week, I needed the points.
Well, it's a it's a good set of points. I mean, you've got let's see, did you? Yeah, I think. Did you end up at the top in stage 1?
Yeah, I did. I think I finished
Yeah.
fourth or fifth.
Yeah, okay, good deal. So you've got points coming from both sides there. So nothing too bad. So did you end up with a clean slate, or did you end up wrecking and bouncing around like everybody else?
Ended out with 8 incidents. Me and Platt got into it earlier in stage 2. Me just getting loose and overcorrected, and had that incident. And then I don't know where the other 4X came from, but other than that, I was like, yeah, I gotta use my fast repair after I tanked the inside wall. So after that, I was just trying to drive a little bit smarter, and then I didn't expect Lacey on the final lap to fit it between me and him and Nick Nickerson. Yeah. So
I think he puts oil on the outside of his car just so he can slide in there real good.
something, because I wanted that outside lane to work, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to go down to the inside, try to make it 3 wide, but he covered it fairly well, so I couldn't do anything on that point. So I'll take a top 3 here tonight.
I think a podium is a great finish, but how you feel about 140 laps at Gateway or Worldwide Technology?
Gateway is actually a pretty fun track, so I can't wait for that.
Good.
Just ready for some good treks that I'm looking forward to coming up in the season, and then more treks are in the playoffs as well.
Okay, sounds good. But remember, we got the Gateway next week and then a week off. So you'll have time to breathe.
Yeah, thankfully.
All right. How about some shout outs from you tonight?
Just you and Patrick up in the booth week in and week out, giving a hell of a performance up in the broadcast booth. Everybody out here making the Bandit Racing League the way that it is. Big shout out to Scott Sanderson that I was talking to before. I got pulled up here. Same with Nick and Benjamin. Nice clean battle for the race win. Give a big shout out to my dad out there watching week in and week out. Nitro Racing.
He actually chatting tonight.
Yeah, he'll call me tomorrow about the race results and how everything felt. Nitro Racing, Johnny Taylor making all the setups for them as well, and then Johan Seminaro for the beautiful paint design as well.
Right, sounds good. Yeah, always thank your viewers because he's out there saying good luck to you, and from Michelle, Dad, and AJ. So I don't know if you listen to the race as you are racing. I would think I would find that terribly distracting, but we called him out earlier, and it's always nice to have family watching.
Yeah, I want to give a big prayer to his wife as well. She's dealing with a lot of personal issues, ended up losing somebody close to her. So big prayers for her and her side of the family, and same with my dad.
All right. Patrick, you have any follow-up questions?
Nope, that should do it. Dylan McDonald, way to keep it pretty clean here tonight, man. Hate to see you get taken out there on lap number 50 during that caution. But, hey, you boomeranged right on back for a third-place finish. See you, Gateway.
Thank you, bud.
Yep. All right, Stella. We talked to these guys a whole bunch, and you know what? As close as it was, I'm going to go ahead and pull them in at the exact same time because that is exactly how the finish was. Here it is on the screen, guys. This is how close the finish was. 0.000. Did you guys rock, paper, scissors? Who won this one?
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of analysis there, and I took like a photo. So we're going so fast on this, the difference between two different frames, I can't get the nose right on the line. It's like 3 feet behind the line or like 2 feet past it.
Oh.
But when we look at the image of the cars 2 foot past it, you can see that like I'm probably behind like maybe an inch and a half if I'm lucky. So it's definitely Ben's win there. But yeah, what a finish, dude. It's crazy because I was surprised I even got up there at all because, dude, I was dirt tracking it all the way through 3 and 4. I don't know. I was just a little bit too pedal happy going in there and just got super loose. And I thought I was done for coming out of 4, but somehow I had a little bit of speed even to challenge for the possibility to win, but ended up with the probably the closest finish we've ever had in this league.
I've never seen it so close. I would love to know if somebody's going to go down to the programming level and find out who called it here.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to look into to see if anywhere, like maybe in the iRacing's JSON file, can tell us how exactly different it was, because obviously it's less than a thousandth of a second. But I wonder if there's anywhere else that can possibly get that information.
Yeah, I've got nothing that goes past thousandths.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Nick, I've actually used your picture and have it here on the broadcast, and I knew I tried to see if I could grab a different position of you guys crossing the line at a different time, but that is extremely close. I've had it by 15 thousandths of a second, 10. I've never had 0 right on the nose.
Yeah, I know. And it's crazy.
Ben,
first time for everything.
How many cautions can you get involved in and come back for a race win?
Truly.
Apparently 2 to 3 tonight. I don't know how many it was for me.
I said the right side of your truck was doomed here tonight. It seemed like even you were off the racing surface and somebody had beelined straight into the number 7. I recommend it if you're going to be filming the wild, just to be filming what you had going on out there, because the wild stuff was happening around you.
I mean, yeah, wild race all around, because it was like got caught up in 2 wrecks. I thought I was going to be like done for early on, because I thought like when the guy hit me, he hit me pretty good. So I thought I had like some wheel damage, but only had like 5 seconds of damage. I was like, okay, cool, let's roll. And then I was able to fight back up, got into another one, and then was able to fight back up, and then an absolutely wild finish there, huh?
Yep. And talk about that caution early. You were involved in the lap 6 caution. And then boomerang back, you fight your way back up and then get caught in the lap 65 caution. And we're able to just resurrect the race. Nick, I don't know how you survived either, because you ended up in some trouble there in the back. I think you rear-ended somebody, because it's like they came to a dead stop there up against the wall.
Yeah, well, somebody ran through me because I was slow enough to check up for Dylan. I think he got a little sideways in 3 and 4, and then somebody came through me. Although I didn't really see the replay, so I know somebody ran through me. I don't know if it was like, complacency or not, but yeah, dude, it was tough out there. I mean, I think all of us had to go through an incident or two and repair our truck and use a fast repair. But fortunately, the strategy kind of played in our favor towards the end there, for sure.
All right, I think very few drivers made it out of here unscathed. I think a couple of guys that even thought they were clear were going to make it. All right, well, I got both of you in here. Gateways next week. Are we going to have another close finish like this?
Probably not, but we'll try it. We'll give it our best shot.
Yeah, we'll give it our best.
Awesome. All right, well, y'all rock, paper, scissors the way you did this and win, and y'all give me the shout-outs.
All right, I guess I'll go. Just good old Big Red Propane, ProStar Performance Advanced Auto Parts, and Kevin, Bill, all the admins, everybody that makes this league what it is. Appreciate you guys putting on your broadcast. See you next week.
Yeah.
Betcha.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, I just want to, shout out teammates, Nick. Yeah. It's fun. It's always fun racing with the guys there. Good friendly competition. It's a lot of fun. So appreciate all the guys there at GFR, and then, Kevin and Bill and, Patrick Stella, you guys do such an awesome job. So this one's going to be an absolute blast to go back and watch. Up and down roller coaster for us for sure, but it'll be fun to go back. And then obviously the sponsor on the car, Real Earth Films, and youtube.com/Film on the Wild. Go give it a shout out, and everyone watching, appreciate and much love to you.
All righty. Appreciate you guys. Congratulations on what a wild finish. I would love to say, to agree with Nick here, and I want to agree with you, Ben. One of you guys won here, but this is this picture is quite impressive. I'm hoping somebody can, for God's sakes, break this down, because I'm going to bring this up again next week. Congratulations on you guys. I think you guys both won, and I'll see what you guys got for us at Gateway.
Yeah. If you need to see the difference in there, so you can look at the white line, the finish line, and you can see where Ben's front fender kind of rolls into the splitter. It's right on the white line. And if you look at mine, it's like maybe an inch and a half behind.
Oh,
so that's the
I
difference.
see. Right in front. Yeah, in front of the tire there.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the difference.
And at what, 180 miles an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, it's hard to tell, even a frame backwards. We don't know if the lip of that of the bumper there has got it clear. I don't know. I mean, that is right
I know.
there. Awesome job, guys. See you next week.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks, y'all.
Yep.
All right, Stella, that's going to do it for our guys here. That is the closest finish I've seen here, especially here at SimTrax Broadcasting or the Bandit Racing League. Fantastic job. I guess Barney here has got the eyes of an eagle, and he can see how the heck that happened. What a race, though, especially all the way to the end. Stella, I've got to say, a couple more cautions than I expected. I think they're still working on cleaning it up just a little more, but I think they should have this thing just about dialed in. Not bad, though, for 29 trucks showing up here tonight. Still maintaining a 30 truck count, guys. If you think you can race, don't forget, we still got a few extra open spots we can make you fit in. And we'll make that happen.
Go to banditracingleague.net to apply to the league, and you will be able to get all the information you need. For your standard viewers, again, banditracingleague.net. There's not just the race results and your schedules and standings, but there's fun stuff on there too. There's a fantasy league. There's also some merch that can be purchased, and there's even the drivers and the teams have loots and ledgers that they have to repair their trucks, and you can see how much money they have accrued from winning or having to repair blown up vehicles. So it's very, very amusing. I would suggest peruse by.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Geezer Authentics to fully open up there as well. To be able to get a hold of your favorite driver, wear their merch, or you can even get some of our SimTraX broadcasting stuff with our new logo this season. But that's going to do it for us here at SimTraX Broadcasting, bringing you the Bandit Racing League and the closest finish in iRacing history. Be well, be safe, be kind, and we'll see all you guys next time.